Dr. Doug Schulte. If I can show you on the model over here, the Y-eared device is actually an implanted device, surgically implanted. I'm going to remove the model's eardrum and the first couple bones of hearing here. And you can see here on the third bone of hearing, what we call the stapes, the device would clamp onto that, be manipulated through another receiver that sits here as a magnetized device to turn on or off hearing. It would be a surgically implanted device where an incision is made in the ear canal skin, the ear canal skin lifted up, which is then connected anatomically to the eardrum. The eardrum's lifted up, the implant is clamped onto the stapes, the eardrum is then set back down, and the ear canal skin put back in place. Could be done under general anesthesia, although there would be some individuals, depending on their personality types and the surgeon's preference, could theoretically be done under a local anesthetic with them awake in the operating room. Per ear, about 20 to 25 minutes. I think you'd be in the operating room for 1 hour, but I think you'd probably be in the surgery center for maybe 2 to 2.5 hours. We would usually let the swelling in the ear canal go down for about a week, but after about a week, your device would be functional. I love that question. It has a wealth of opportunities, and I like to tell people it's not just an on or off process. While it can be on or off, we can manipulate it to be on, in which case you don't hear anything. You could manipulate it to be off, in which case it's not affecting your hearing in any way, negative or positive at all, for whatever length of time you want that. Or you can adjust it. Say you're at a loud concert and you would prefer that, you know what, it's not quite so loud for me. I would like to turn it down to a level that's comfortable. It would be infinitely adjustable for the user. So it's not just I can hear or I can't hear. It could be infinitely adjustable for the situation you're in, and different situations you can adjust it in different ways. Depends on which device you get, but there can be ones that are even Bluetooth controlled from your phone, or there can be a remote control device. In the future, we believe that is going to be a possibility, that we will be able to not only turn it on or turn it off or dampen what you're listening to, select your own environment, where maybe I'm not only listening to music, but I'm listening to a creek bed, I'm listening to a waterfall, I'm listening to birds, whatever I might like for perhaps the environment I'm in. Perhaps I'm on an airplane, perhaps I'm studying, whatever I'm doing. So I do think there would be certain environments you could choose. The implanted device is deep to or underneath the eardrum, so there will be no at all worry for water. And you could even swim with the device. Well, I think there have been worked into the product some safety devices, so that your law enforcement and emergency medical technicians and your firemen will be able to turn the devices off on their own, so that hey, you're not going to be you're not going to be surprised by a police car or a fire truck that comes up and I didn't hear them. I think people could choose to be asleep entirely during the procedure, in which case it would be painless. And while I think a doctor should never say that this procedure will be painless, I think if you chose general anesthesia, the next day you likely would have no pain. If you chose to have a local anesthetic and just be sedated, I do think maybe a 4 or 5 during the actual procedure. Thank you.